Oh. Jerry. It's super rude, Jerry.
Where's my girl? Hey, Luna!
Oh, Lily! You're conscious. Oh, it's so good to see you. I didn't know how long Gary was gonna keep you. He closed that shutter and wouldn't let anyone else but Babs in that room while he worked. I didn't see you in the bed this morning and thought the worst until Gary said he discharged you.
Discharged? Ha! No. I walked out of there myself in the middle of the night when I woke up. Gary couldn't have stopped me anyway. Went straight to Babs and collapsed in a bed while she did nerd stuff at a desk, and the sheriff kept watch. I needed to be home, if you know what I mean.
I do. Sometimes just safe isn't enough. When we heard that you were... Oh, Evan. He cried so much. We all did.
I'm sorry, Luna. I tried to get away, honest. How is Evan doing, anyway? Evan is Luna's kid, my nephew from another mother. I'm sure you'll see him walking around here. Watch out for his Logo bricks on the floor around here. It's like stepping on nails.
It's not your fault, Lily. Of course you tried to get away. You're Lily. Evan's feeling a lot better now. You were out cold, but he came by and held your hand for a little when Gary was done patching you up. He's in the middle of a lesson with Sawicki, but he can't wait to see his Aunt Lily, so make some time for him. So, are you feeling okay?
I don't know. I had a weird dream when I was asleep in Babs' room. But that's not unusual, considering, well, you know.
No, it's not weird at all. You went through hell. Just promise me you'll talk to someone if you keep having these dreams, okay?
Of course I will. We'll see what happens. Hey, this is my friend that I was telling you about before those dicks took me, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Hi there, stranger.
Totally.
I don't know. I had a weird dream when I was asleep in Babs' room. But that's not unusual, considering, well, you know.
Now that we got our Lily back, things are pretty damn good. We owe you and Crenshaw some donuts.
Yes. Luna's the one who does the camouflage printing and makes the armor for the FSD.
To be fair, I repurpose standard combat armor. But you should see what I can do with a hammer, rivet gun, and engraver.
She also talked Becky and Lucas into those top-shelf prices they pay.
Jameson.
Yeah, I did. It's top-shelf fabric. And because I haggled the set price, that was the haggle that keeps giving week after week. Lucas always talks about how he never wants to dicker. Funny how fast he wanted to haggle once I quoted him my first price.
Yeah, I should mention Luna's the shrewdest business owner this side of the damn continent.
Speaking of shrewd business owners, remember what I was telling you about Shelley, Sora, and Sean? They finally opened that Manhattan Project place they were talking about. They found a nice building right on the water by some place called the Shamrock Tap House. I've never been there.
So the Commonwealth finally has another nightlife option? About time. I hope it's not a
Jameson.
I'm tired of
Jameson.
holes.
Yeah, they showed up at the service entrance for 3 large rolls of PFP. I guess Shelley's been making new clothes to sell like she said. Sora spoiled herself with these funky green earrings. She loves them. Babs is making a couple more sets to sell on consignment here.
Oh, look at this spread. You've been working overtime to bring in the goods. What is that back there? A Vault 101 flask?
That's exactly what that is. One of a kind. Or, at least, it is up here. Crenshaw found a merchant and good neighbor who has contacts in the capital region, home of Vault 101. The same one that told him about that gunner shed your friend took out. You know, I'm not supposed to tell anyone this, but you know that gunner contract you took from Oaks? That was the one who was behind the Fat Man during that ambush on Diamond City years ago. That killed a lot of people with that one shot, not the least of which were Oaks' wife and little daughter. They caught a lot of those gunners alive that day, but that son of a bitch got away. Until now. So thank you for that. I'm not gonna say anything else out of respect for Oaks. because he lost more than anybody that day.
You ain't heard about that yet, but that was the day the sheriff sent a message to the gunners. The day the FSD was born in their blood. You catch Oaks in the right mood and feed him enough whiskey, he might tell you about it himself. The rest of us don't talk about it because it's so personal for him. We just give him space. And the sheriff, well, the sheriff doesn't talk about it because she's a friggin' mute. Speaking of the sheriff, get this. She won't let me take that synth hunter job she's been looking to fill. Talk about some bullshit.
Good.
What?
She doesn't want to lose you again. Neither do I. Neither does Evan. Neither does anyone here.
For sake, Luna, I can handle myself. This just ain't fair.
You're right. It's not fair. And I'm going to tell the sheriff me and Gavin don't want you to have it either.
Damn it, Luna. You guys are killing me here.
The job's been open for a while. Did you ask yourself why you wanted it now?
It's hard to... It's just... When I saw the fake me on that cart, and them in their lab coats, I can't describe it. The synths are a part of it. That courser, he was just so brutal. And he knew what he was. And he enjoyed doing what he did. Those meat wagons ain't victims. They make them. Remember that.
Look, you just got back on your feet. You've been through hell. We're here for you, but we're giving you distance if you need it. Forget about the job, for now at least. Give it some time. Maybe you'll cool down and think better of it.
I'm gonna shoot every damn synth I see on the spot from now on. I promise you that.
Have you spoken to Rizzo yet?
You know, you're right, Luna. I didn't think about that. He's probably just getting the news right now that I'm still alive. I should head out there before he tries to come here and we miss each other. Good point.
I bet one of Crenshaw's scouts is around there. We can radio it in and tell Rizzo to sit tight. You can get over there tomorrow. First thing, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Tell you what. You finish up your tour with your friend here, and I'll head over to the department and make sure it gets done right away. Deal?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Thanks for helping out, Luna. Have him tell Rizzo I'll leave for the garage first thing in the morning.
You got it. Now get going.
Okay, bye, Lou. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, I guess I could... Oh no, they gotta tell me to keep going.
Hi. Gary.
Come on, Gary.
Gary.
Please, let me buy one thing.
Gary.
What do you got here? Bizidrines? What about one Bizidrine?
Gary.
God damn it, Gary.
So Luna and her husband are refugees from Far Harbor.
Special.
Luna ran with the Atom cult to survive after her father died when she was a tweener. That's why she's got a face tattoo and we call her Sister Luna. Well, she never really fell for the whole gods and uranium thing they were selling. Her husband, Sergeant McGilly, is the guy in charge of the security at the rear entrance. Luna says he was the local good guy. You know, the local constabulary by popular consent. Real good at his job, too.
Set up block parties.
Helped a lot of little old ladies and makes him a natural as the rear gate point. They met in the woods by chance, and you know how it goes. One meeting became a lot of them, and Luna gets knocked up. Normally, it's a happy time, but Luna's cult would have killed her and her baby for it, and McGilly's people wouldn't have let him ever see her again. Each option ends with Luna and the baby dead in the woods from either starvation, the elements, or execution. Take your pick. So they packed up in the middle of the night and ran away south in this direction in a not entirely trouble-free trip. I found him in a spot of trouble way up north near Salem, bailed him out and let him down here. Turns out, Luna's dad was a tailor and blacksmith, so she earned her keep at the cult by fixing up that old marine armor for him. Now we got her. It's his skills that turn old combat armor and our plain white fabric into the threads you see our guys wearing. So I've known this next guy up here all my life. He was Arturo's mentor before... well, you'll see. We're real lucky to have him here with us. He was a chemistry or explosives expert or something with the military before the war. Knew all about ballistics, too. I'll let him explain it.
What's in here? Whose room is this?
Hey, Whitworth.
Okay.
There's the lady of the year.
Oh God, sorry.
Everyone's talking about you this morning. Lots of smiles in the bleachers today. Gary was real embarrassed you managed to sneak off. He tried telling everyone he discharged you. He had quite the bullshit story to go with it. How you feeling, kid?
Okay, I guess. Still sore, but nothing I can't handle. You don't want to hear the details. Save those for Babs.
If you say so, kid. Just... After 250 years, I've seen a lot of scars and a lot of people. And it's the deepest scars that you can't see. Everyone was there when Bob and Gary dragged you into his medical bay. We saw those needles in your head. We saw the bruises all over you. What the Institute did to you. I've seen evil like that before. That sort of stuff leaves scars just like I'm talking about here. Now, I ain't saying you can't hack it, just... I don't know. You can ask anyone here if you need anything. You picking up what I'm throwing down?
Thanks, Whit. I ain't gonna deny I got a lot to sort through. Babs is there for me, though. I know everyone here is if I need it. Right now, I'm just here to say hi to my good friend, pick up some ammo, and introduce you to my friend here who helped Crenshaw rescue me.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey there. Crenshaw told us all about your adventure.
Yep.
At least the parts he was allowed to tell. Sounds like it got pretty intense.
Yeah, pretty steamy.
Those sardine can firefights ain't fun for nobody. Least of all your ears.
You're a ghoul living in Diamond City. What's up with that? I like it here. I got to saw the head off a gunner. It was pretty hairy, but we got Lily back.
Family first. That's our creed around here. I ain't never seen a better one in 2 centuries.
A ghoul living in Diamond City? What's going on?
Whether I'm actually in the city is a matter of dispute. McDonough said I'm not. Probably because he doesn't have the minerals to send his goons up here to the sheriff's department to remove me. I used to live down there. I owned a majority stake in the weapons shop down there with Arturo as the other owner and my apprentice. When they banned ghouls, Arturo bought the rest of the shop off me, and I came up here to work for the sheriff, who was happy to have me on board. Last time I saw McDonough, he was flapping his lips about how it was illegal for me to live in the wall too, and I'd have to leave the Fens entirely. I told him if he wanted me out, he'd have to waddle his own fat ass up here and do it himself.
McDonough was willing to kick a ghoul with 200 years of firearms and explosives experience out of Diamond City for his poll numbers. The sheriff? And she's not so eager to shoot herself in the foot as the rest of Diamond City, so now we got Whitworth in our corner.
That was several years ago. Needless to say, I ain't heard from McDonough or Danny Sullivan's goon squad since. And speaking of firearms experience, Lily, I believe this shotgun is yours. The sheriff recovered it a while back. I cleaned it up real nice, but didn't have the heart to put it up for sale. I was gonna give it to Bob for sentimental value, but, well, looks like you'll be needing it again.
Oh, there it is! Thank you so much, Whit. Me and this little baby been through a lot together. Check that out! Looks good as new! Hey, can I get 5 frag grenades and 10 boxes of shells for the gun while I'm here?
Sure thing, kid. Put it on Bob's tab as usual.
You know it! Don't worry, when I say Babs is rich from that fabric thing, I mean she's fucking rich! With a capital R.
Oh.
God knows I wish I'd thought of making new fabric 150 years ago when I was living out of dumpsters. If you ask me, that ain't a greenhouse and a loom weaver she's got over there. It's a money printing machine. That lady's one smart cookie. Here's your grenades and ammo, kid.
Thanks. Hey, Luna was just telling me about this new place on the East Shoreline called the Manhattan Project. Maybe you should take your guitar there some night. See what happens?
Yeah, I heard about it too. It's just east of the Harbour Master Hotel. Got a real nice patio. Unless the ocean swallowed it up in the last century. I always liked Sora. If anyone can keep that place together in the middle of this shit, shame she didn't take the sheriff's offer for a job. I'll go ask Luna if she's heard anything else about it. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you there.
Awesome. I'll see you around, man. Gotta continue the tour here.
Nice meeting you.
You watch yourself out there, kid. I'll see you again.
It's just living
Whitworth's
space beds
a
down there.
1,000 miles
Nothing
from
like the flash of
Graceland,
the
but
diner,
an
but it's
arm's
part of
length
the
from
tour.
some serious
With any
boom.
luck, we'll catch Crenshaw before he heads out again. Because I want to talk to him while he's still around.
All right.
There's a good chance Harkins is there too. She's funny. Like the cynical aunt you wish you had known your whole life.
That's Steve for me. What's this? Chained on both sides. Oh, Jerry, sorry. Ooh. Got a refrigerator in the bathroom. That's fancy. Hey, I didn't tell you this. I have a doctor's appointment in like an hour and a half. Hello?
We got plenty of time to talk after the orientation.
I
We're
don't.
always in such a hurry.
Look, my teeth are famous up, Lily. You don't want to know.
We got plenty.
This is awesome. So, have you traveled to Skyrim? Whoa, look at this. Oh, yeah.
Harkins is roomies with Oaks down here in the first room, who sold his place in the infield when he lost his family in the attack Luna mentioned. She's the best god in the Commonwealth, hands down. She backs up that claim every year by winning the Boston shoot-off, too. Nobody else has placed first since she got to town. I swear, she could shoot the pecker off a rad mite from the other side of the city.
Ugh.
She heads up and trains the FSD snipers, teaches them about scopes, wind, other tactics, and even pressing their own bullets. She knows her shit. They're all over the place up in those buildings around here, and you'd never know it until you had a giant hole in your neck. She's one of the Four Horsemen, too, ex-Brotherhood, which explains why she can tell you how many grains of powder are in a hand by weight alone.
I can do the same with Oreos.
Hey, Linda, you still awake?
Lily, there you are. Yes, I was just reading my book a little before hitting the sack. How you feeling? Gary said he discharged you early, but I don't believe that for a second. He's too careful, and you're too stubborn.
Hey, you got me. Yeah, I went to Babs's room and passed out in her bed while she sat at a desk and worked. Gary never heard me leave. I'm a little slow still, but a lot of people want to see me, so I gotta do the rounds. I guess I put quite a scare into everyone.
Well, you did die.
The Institute put quite a scare into everyone. Not you.
I guess that's one way of looking at it. But I still wanted to see everyone. So, what's new with you?
Super lifer like me? Nothing's new. Show the locals how to shoot straight and keep morale up. Ain't good as you, though. Ain't half bad. You know me. Perch all night, sleep all day, party in between.
You still living it up at Good Neighbor?
Like I have a choice. The tap house is a dump and everyone in the dugout inn is too scared of me to lighten up. Seems like I have a reputation. That leaves Good Neighbor as the only place left I can have a decent time. Best live entertainment in town to boot.
Hey, I don't know. Luna was talking about a new place called Manhattan Project. Yeah. Said they showed up wanting a ton of her undyed fabric. They're supposed to be over on the East Shore lines by the Harbor Master Hotel. I've mentioned them 3 times in a row now. Might be a hint.
Should I go there?
They're a bar and a clothing store run by Diamond City natives. Hey, you remember the security guard fired for breaking Danny Sullivan's nose?
I wasn't there.
Sora, right? Didn't that little groper? Then she went to McDonough who did the same thing, so she punched him too? I like her already.
Yeah, it was classic. Well, his sister worked for Becky Fallon. They left town and found an old bar. Cleaned it up real well, like left field. But his sister is hauling a good load of caps making new clothes out of Luna's fabric in the same building. Maybe you should check that place out.
I should. Third rail's getting old, but Magnolia knows how to have a good time. Can't say that about Diamond City.
I have to agree with you on that. I mean, unless you find sleeping on a pile of trash exciting.
Trash?
Anyway, I wanted to stop by and introduce my friend who just got green zone clearance.
Hi.
Also, half the equation in rescuing me from the Institute.
We've met. About to get a shipment of those electronic game things for my snipers. Friend here made it happen.
So you're the one who got us those Pretendos? You should have told me. I friggin' love those games. Damn, now I owe you a drink.
No prob.
So you heard about the telemetry that Iggy brought back, right?
Nah, they ain't telling me nothing no more. You believe that?
Given the Institute can read your mind now? Yes, I do believe it. It's a smart policy. I was actually asking because the sheriff isn't talking to anyone about it other than Babs and Lieutenant Dan. Gets pretty hush-hush. They're working real hard on something for the past 2 days while you were out. Practically locked in the sheriff's office.
GameCube.
Crenshaw said the Institute was teleporting now. What the f*** is up with that? How much trouble are we in?
Me, Linda. Sideways. I would have never believed it if I hadn't seen it myself. Some real now you see him, now you don't stuff. Big flash of light, some ozone, and then they're gone. Practically magic. The scientists would always come and go using it. Pretty hard to miss.
Got a feeling I know what the sheriff's using that telemetry for. But we shouldn't go speculating and spreading rumors.
Good point. How's the expansion going?
Expansion? Is that what you call opening a new thoroughfare through my bedroom to get at more space for people?
Well, when you put it that way.
I don't need a bunch of schmucks walking through my room like it's a hallway. I and my dresses. We have our work cut out for us, but it's enough space to make it worth the effort.
I thought we found a masonry cutter in the bay down there when we first reopened the place back up.
We did. Spears is gonna cut a new doorway to the expansion from the hallway so my room can stop being a highway. Just gotta find something big enough to cover that damn hole now. Maybe have you paint one of your famous murals over it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Just let me know when.
I will. Make sure it's something nice and bright, though. Nothing like your hangman tree out there.
Hey, that's not just a mural out there. It's a history lesson. But yeah, I got you covered. I'll do something real nice once you get that wall patched.
Sounds like a plan. Well, I'll let you get back to your tour now. Thanks for letting me know about that new place.
Sure thing. I'll see you around. Take care, Linda.
I will also check it out. Linda, I didn't even, you look different with your, without your, whoa, hurdy-gurdy. That thing's awesome. All right, well, it's nice meeting you again. You take care. Beautiful house. Sorry, it's a freeway.
We're gonna go talk to Crenshaw now. Rumor has it you've met already.
Yeah.
He's the head scout for the FSD.
We ran to Malden.
We're lucky he's in, because he's usually out on some extended patrol or something. But when he's here, he's roomies with Lieutenant Spears. He's like Harkins, Spears, and Dan in that he was under the sheriff's command in the Brotherhood of Steel and went AWOL with the rest of them. The lieutenants call him Iggy, when it's informal, on account of his first name being Ishmael. That's who Linda was talking about before. I used to know the Commonwealth better than he did, but he's got this thing where he just remembers everywhere he's been like he wrote it down. Anyway, they say he's from the West Coast Brotherhood of Steel, but they sent him to the capital to be their eyes on some radical elder guy and report back. He was assigned to the sheriff's squad, and the rest is history.
You know the Brotherhood had a strip club once?
Hey,
I blew it up.
come on.
Yo, Crenshaw! Glad I caught you. How's my other savior been?
There she is, our Diamond Lil. I knew you'd be up and around in no time. I just woke up not that long ago. I was getting ready to set out on another patrol.
You got a Game Boy?
So this is Crenshaw. You two met when you broke open the door before I could kill the Courser and escape on my own?
It's true.
Don't mind the room full of really cool shit he won't let me touch.
Game Boy.
I don't even know where he found most of it.
Hey, I'm usually the first on the scene. That means the coolest goes in my bag. It's the perks of being a scout. It's good to see you again.
See ya.
How's the eardrums? It's not every day you unload an assault rifle while locked in a sardine can.
Oh, what did you say? Still bleeding out of my ears.
Yeah, that bleeding from your ear stops pretty quick, but that ringing you're hearing, you and that noise are new best friends for life. But Lily, I'm glad you called me. So how you feeling?
I feel like everyone's been asking me that question.
Hey, how you feeling?
Don't sweat it, man. I'll be okay. Some weird dreams, maybe a headache or two.
That's the Lily I know. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and punch whoever knocked you down.
Grandma, no.
Except I can't this time.
What do you mean?
Sheriff. I told her I wanted that scent hunter job. She said I can't have it, end of story.
Seriously? Why not? You got the salt. I've seen it myself the other day. Ain't nothing in this world can stop you.
Skinny, I could do it. She just wants to protect me. It's pretty obvious. I mean, obvious for the sheriff.
I hear you, Lily, but I've known the sheriff for almost 20 years. There's a part of her you crack that only one other person has. Ever.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Let me put it this way. I'm gonna give you a reason to not take that job.
Oh, great. Just what I need. Nobody in my corner.
Hear me out. You know the story about Dry Fountain? That town in PA we got court-martialed for defending? And where the sheriff lost her arm, right?
Yeah. You guys did right by those people.
We did. But a big part of the reason we stayed was a little girl in that town who followed the sheriff around like a hero. She'd be around the same age as you now. Had no parents, nobody looking out for her. Like you, Lily. A lot like you. It didn't happen overnight, but she got to the sheriff. And the sheriff took a liking to that little girl. But the gunners killed her in that attack.
Oh.
And the Brotherhood had no sympathy. That changed her. Changed her forever. She's been trying to fill that hole ever since, usually with Gunner's blood. So, Hangman Tally, that was payback for her too.
What are you saying, Iggy?
The sheriff never had a kid, Lily.
Well, yeah, none of you outcasts do. I always figured it was because you didn't meet the right cousin in the Brotherhood.
Oh.
Cute. Okay, let me put it this way. Lenny, the guy who sold you out, his head is literally a red stain on the floor of the third rail. The sheriff lost control when she found him, and she never loses her cool.
Okay, what's this got to do with the sheriff not having a kid?
It was just the two of us talking one night, and she made me promise not to tell anyone. But, well, this is different.
Still not following, my man. What's that got to do with... Oh...
Excuse me?
You really think so?
Yeah, she's looking out for you. Maybe you can look out for her this once.
But me? You mean... Like I'm her...
Lil, ask yourself if the sheriff you know would have stuck around after the gunner attack to help the ship of fools called Diamond City. All of this. The department, us, the power armor, this entire thing. When you strip it all away, she started this here for two reasons only. There's a lot of gunners she can pay back for Pennsylvania. And there's a girl she's looking out for. You. And I heard why you and Zeke started out the Atom Cats. That the sheriff wouldn't let you join the new force because you were too young. So, when you stop to think about it, the Atom Cats wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for her sticking around to look after you. But yes, Lily, that's how she sees you. And she'd never admit it in 1,000 years, but it's the truth.
She told me to come find her when she got off. I figured she was just gonna warn me not to ask her again. Crenshaw, you really think...
You're getting adopted.
Yes, I do, without a doubt. Go easy on her, Lil. Just forget about the job when you go talk to her. Maybe find it in yourself to, reciprocate.
Okay, I'll drop it. I don't want to hurt her.
So you handled yourself out there pretty well. I gotta go finish this patrol, but come find me if you're planning on covering some ground.
Sounds good, Lieutenant.
Maybe we can back each other up and I can get some scouting done while I'm at it. Win-win.
Sounds good. I might stop by.
Well then, till next time. Okay then, well I'm out of here, Lily. Got some reports to make to the sheriff. Don't tell anybody what you heard here, okay?
Don't tell anybody what?
Stay safe, Lady Lily.
You too, Crenshaw. See you out there.
So about this Game Boy, I'm not touching anything. I'm just gonna look at it. That's the stuff I got. Pretendo Game Child. We get some lighters here, very nice. Ooh, some oranges and apples if you get hungry. God, I thought she teleported into the dresser.